All right, just started a live chat. I don't see anybody on here yet. I don't really like talking to myself too much. I guess I'll wait a minute and see if anybody else pops on. What I'm out here doing today is I'm feeding the homeless again, like usual, on a Sunday. And I'll repeat this here in just a minute. As soon as we get somebody on the live. Welcome to the channel. Anybody that just jumped on the live, I'm going to do a little bit of driving around, see if we can get a few people on the channel. Going to be a little bouncy. I've got my camera on a telescopic cord here, so it's a little bouncy, like I said. And I'm going over these city titties as it goes. You're welcome to comment. I don't have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of typing while I'm driving, but this is my normal Sunday routine. It seems like now God has put it in, put the blessing out there for me to be able to do this through my job and through some of my listeners and through a restaurant at my job. So I actually have about 3 or 4 sources, including myself, to accumulate stuff for the homeless, and it's a good thing. I feel like God put it on my heart to do more than podcast, and I didn't know what that was going to be. And somehow along the way, it turned into a do this on Christmas kind of thing to now do it every week. And so God is good that way. I'm gonna drive around and see if I see anybody. There's a few people that end up congregating underneath these bridges in a few spots. I see somebody on foot up here, not too terribly far away. I may take my Bluetooth off just for a second when I go talk to some of these people, just because I'm not trying to film them against their will. Um, I'm going to turn the corner here. I believe this here is one of the ladies that's always underneath the bridge coming up. Yeah, that's her. I forget her name. She's told me a couple of times. I'm bad with names. I have that short term memory from my past life, I guess I would say. But I have 15 bags of food today. 15 or 16, I think it's 15. Everybody gets a couple of pastries, some nutty butters, some, what do they call them, Pop Tarts, and a couple of sandwiches. I just pulled out of the freezer a couple of burrito type things, and some bottled water, and some of those electrolyte powders that goes with them, just so you get more to drink than water. You actually get a little hydration back with your Kool-Aid. I like to be able to do a little extra stuff like that. I didn't have a lot of time this week to do a bunch of shopping, and so I really haven't had a lot of time to contribute. I do have more funds to be spent on these folks. Just really, truth be known, a little busy this weekend. Enough said about that. But now that I've got a couple of people on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a couple of these people and just basically film the passing out the food to them. This one lady prays for me almost every time I come down here, and that's a blessing in itself. But let's see here if I can make this camera not so bouncy. See if there's anything I can do for it. Probably not. All right, let me pull over. All right, maybe so. I don't know. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let's see if what the comment says. Is the volume good? Somebody give me a thumbs up if it is. Let me pull over and see if I can read the comments. See if there's a volume issue or anything. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. All right. Are we good? Give me a thumbs up if the volume is good. All right, we got one person in the chat. I'm gonna ride around. It looks like I see some people up here right directly in front of us. Gonna feed them as well. Let me see if I can rotate this camera around where it's not looking at me. There we go. Okay, I see somebody up front. Let me go get this guy first. I'm gonna go talk to this lady up here. All right, I got him in front of me. All right, folks. Sorry about the bouncy camera. There's usually a couple of people here. Oh, there is. Perfect. Perfect. Now that guy there, I don't believe he's homeless. Hold on. Let me hop out real quick, folks, and talk to these people and see about getting them a bag of food. Oh, this lady knows the drill. Perfect. How you doing today? Huh? How you doing today? I got some food for you in the back. You want a sack of food? Okay. Get some bottled water and things. Let me grab my. Let me move this tub. I forgot. Have a great day. Looks like there's usually a lot of people out here in this particular spot. I see a couple people straight down here. Let's see how many minutes it takes for me to get 15 people fed. These people here look like they are doing with that as well. Looks like there's 3 of them. They may be a little freaked out. Hold on. I got some groceries. Y'all hungry? Everybody come get you a bag. I said everybody come sandwiches. Sandwiches just come out of the freezer. You may need to let them thaw a little bit. Yeah, just grab you a bag. Let me go help these people real quick, folks. You got water in the bag? Uh-huh. I feel bad all these young people out here. I do. All right, folks. Back in, camera right in my face. Let's see how long it takes to get these people fed. It shouldn't take too terribly long. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back down underneath the bridge with this lady. I know underneath the sandwich, this lady who lives, I believe, underneath the bridge. I'm going to drive down here behind the downtown first. Thanks everybody for joining in. I don't know if people jumping in and out because of the camera or just don't know what to think about my lives. A lot of people have never seen me go live, I'm guessing. But this is my Sunday stick now, is go around and see if I can find 15 to 30 homeless people in a hurry, just because I know they need it. There's one right there fixing to hook him up. Anybody that's, I'm thinking so, maybe so. Now we're getting down here towards the Magnolia District. All the wealthy people eat over here. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of this guy here. I think this guy here needs something to eat. Rolling up on somebody here in the parking lot over here at the bus station. I forget there's people at the bus station a lot of times need a meal. Sure enough, let me turn this camera around. Let me hop out and talk to these people. Y'all want something to eat? I'm out feeding people today. Said y'all want something to eat? Said I'm out feeding people today. All right, folks. Got them coming over the truck. Good deal, good deal. Let me just turn this phone around. Yeah, come on around. I got a couple bags. I'm not gonna harm you. Good people. Weekend cold. You may need to let them sit out a little bit, thaw out. Appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. These people said they are stranded here from Houston, trying to get back to Houston. Oh, I hate to hear it. I hate to hear it. And these weren't actually the people that I had seen. The reason I turned in this parking lot, I seen a guy over here sitting on the curb. Looks like he could probably use a sandwich too. We're gonna go see if we can find this guy. I see a lot of my people out here, young, old, white, black, just doing without. I really hate to see it. Oh, I think he just took off on me. These homeless people, they're fast. They're real fast. Alright, folks, we're gonna go right back down the strip here and see if we can find some people who may need a sandwich. All right, folks. Thank you for joining in, whoever's sticking in with me on this bumpy ride as we go through downtown Waco. What I'm doing here is not trying to toot my own horn or brag about what I do or anything like that. I'm just trying to encourage other people to be kind to your fellow human being, no matter if they're homeless, whether they're rich, whether they're Democrat, whether they're Republican, black, white. You should treat everybody equal. I try to look at everybody in the same light. I do my best. Not that I'm perfect at it, but I try to do my best. And I don't look down my nose at somebody because they're doing without, because, truth be known, I've done without myself a few times in the past. I don't know if the comment section. Hello, my friend. What's up, Stephen? Hopefully my sound is good. Crossing this busy street, trying not to get run over. Alright. Just bouncing down the road. I think I see some people up here, but I don't know if these people out here dealing drugs or sitting out here homeless. I'm not sure which. I hate to see these young people out here like this just doing without. I really do. The guys out here, let me pull over. Alright, let me flip this camera around. I'll be right back, folks. How you doing? Alright. You out here ministering to these folks? Alright, brother. Appreciate it. You got me down here feeding people. It's nice. I didn't realize I was actually sitting out in front of my brother's keeper, which is a overnight shelter, which makes sense now as to why so many people are congregated out here. Makes a lot more sense to me. Easiest place to find the homeless people is in front of around these shelters and things of that nature, and around the Salvation Army, any place where they can get dry, any of the public bathrooms. There's where these people are hanging out, congregated. Stay close to where they can get some resources. I don't know if it's food or what. I see a girl right here. Looks like she needs some food. Let's see if I can help her. Y'all need some food? I'm feeding people today. I got some water too if y'all need it. Y'all hungry? I got food. How you doing? All right. Just grab you a bag out of the back of the truck. It's got water and stuff in there. Got a couple of sandwiches. Y'all got something to feed that dog? Y- y'all do? All right. Uh huh. Wow. She took several. That's all right. If they need it that bad, they can have it. Maybe she's looking out for somebody else. That's the way I have to take that. I tell them take one, and they take as many as they can a lot of the times. But I ain't mad at them. It's just a sign of desperation. These people don't always have opportunities to get something. Makes me feel bad, but at the same time, I feel like I'm doing. Hopefully, I'm doing some good out here. That's the mission, anyway. Share some kindness, if nothing else. Let's see if the street goes through. I don't know. Y'all are getting a rear view mirror view of the ride. I hope you don't mind, folks. Let me slow down just a minute. I gotta get a drink of my drink. I sound hoarse. Looks like these people got a ride. Well, that's good. There's actually quite a few people down here. Quite a few people down here. My brother's keeper. Caritas, Shepherd's Heart, Salvation Army. There's actually a lot of different people or organizations down here that feed the homeless, and I'm just glad to see it. Hopefully, this podcast, Hunting Down the Homeless, will encourage other people to do the same, maybe, or contribute to your local shelters or whatever. Old blankets, things like that. Believe it or not, they appreciate them. It doesn't have to be new. Same way with clothing. There's a lot of things like clothing, stuff that, especially like at Christmas time, I'll get everybody I know to empty the closets of anything they don't wear anymore. Just to try to make it a big ordeal where we do more than just give food. Like last weekend, I bought socks and toilet paper for people. Everybody got 2 pairs of socks. Um, Socks aren't cheap. But I do want to go back to Walmart and get them some tube socks next time. This time I got them some ankle socks. I just, a good pair of socks is something that I did appreciate when I was out here on these streets myself um, many, many years ago. Now I'm seeing somebody's stuff. I'm not seeing somebody. Let me pull down here, see what I can find out. If there's just a lady down here, like I said, I forget her name. I'm bad with names, folks. A lot of times down here at the bridge, I run into people pretty regular. I see a truck sitting across. It's probably some other kind of business. No, I don't see anybody down here. It is middle of the day. A lot of them are out moving around, to be honest, I believe. Hope not a creature stirring nowhere in the house. So we'll go find somewhere else to get a hold of some people. I think we got about half the stuff left, maybe a little less than half left. Matter of fact, I don't know how much stuff we got left. The girl got 3 or 4 bags. We'll give away 3 or 4 just there. Give away 2. We may be down to just the last few. Let me go see. Let me go see. Jump out and look. Alright, folks. I'm just gonna jump out the truck and count how many bags I got left. See how many people I got to hunt down. Alright. Bear with me. You can see these homeless people 1 minute, next minute you can't find them. They're pretty good at hiding. Bags left. 2 bags left, folks. This will not take us long at all. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I hate the bell. Alrighty, folks. This won't take us too long at all. Too long at all. Let me get my camera turned around. That way everybody can stare at me. I do a little zigzagging down a couple of these side roads here around Waco Drive. In theory, the easier to get to find these people because I start knowing their little hiding spots, their ins and their outs, or places where they go eat and get to spend the night, like the Salvation Army, things of that nature. Uh, yeah, there's those people down there. I've already seen those. Some of these people I fear are on drugs. I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people. Just it is what it is. It happens. And that's how a lot of these people end up in this situation. They end up losing their vehicle to pound or get behind on their rent or something behind mismanagement of their funds. And then some of them just lost a job or whatever. They're just down on their luck and it's not necessarily their fault. So I don't pass judgment on anybody. Just because you never know how these people got down here, whether it was by their choice, their irresponsibility, or something bad that just happened in their life. Some of these people are mentally unstable. I have to believe that. They just probably couldn't maintain, maybe when their spouses passed on or something of that nature. Some of these people just got to where they couldn't function in society anymore, I think. That's what it boils down to for a lot of them. But some of these people with opportunity to get on their feet would probably do just fine. Wow, Magnolia is building a lot of stuff around here. Every time I turn around, they got another Magnolia building. I tell you what Magnolia does for Waco. It drives up property values, which is a good thing and a bad thing. If you own property, it's a good thing. If you're trying to buy a house, not so good. And that's just the truth of the matter. I've seen it happen too many times. A lot of these places around here just normal house in Waco used to be about 70, 80, 120,000 for something decent. Now you can't buy a salon for 120,000. And a lot of it is due to the economy and stuff, but a little of it is due to the fact that Magnolia is here and millions of people came here as tourists in order to see the silos and the Magnolia table and eat at the Magnolia restaurant and try to get to meet Chip and Joanna Gaines and go buy some of the expensive candles and merchandise and crap they got up there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Chip and Joanna Gaines. They have a show on HGTV, I think it is, one of the remodeling channels. And they do like a fixer-upper type show. I think that's the name of it, fixer-upper. And I guess it's all right for them. Brought a lot of revenue to Waco. The streets around Magnolia are nice. Anyway, and they built a lot of hotels since then as well. I'm fixing to beat this guy right here in front of me. Both these guys. Here we go. Hey, hey. Well, that guy said he was not hungry. Said not with it being summertime. Alrighty. And occasionally you do get somebody to turn you down, which I don't mind a bit. If they don't want it, they ain't gotta take it. Oh, let me get out these people's way. Oh, my camera just took a nosedive. Hold on, let me fix it, folks. Alright, I think we're back in business somewhat. Let me turn this boat around. Yeah, when I bring a lot of food, it goes quick. When I don't bring but about 15 bags, it takes like twice as long. I don't know. It's weird. First time I did this, I think it was about 12 minutes. I give out all the food. The second time I did this, I think it took about an hour, and the third time it took about 10 minutes. It's weird. I guess it depends on the weather, time of day. A lot of times these homeless people know when to be where as far as where to congregate for the amenities that are around for the homeless. Now this here in front of us is what you call the strip. This is actually the alley where they have all their Twisted Sister patio bars and uh, fuzzy tacos and expensive ass pizza with no meat on it, sushi bar, miniature golf in a building, crickets bar. They got lots of Memphis is over here, which got good margaritas. Cork and keg. Okay. Just rattling off some of the local bars. Memphis has got pretty darn good food. But I do prefer to drink their margaritas. I have to make my wife drive in that situation. I don't drink and drive. I bet y'all feel like I'm drinking and driving, all this bouncing going on with this camera. I do apologize. Yeah, I'm getting out of the rich people backdoor district to back down here, kind of where the homeless people are. Maybe I can find a few more on one of these strips. There's a lot of people that are here behind the Magnolia. Wow, that car's got a rainbow color on it. Pretty cool. Car turned the corner and it looked like a hologram. Don't step out in front of me, lady, please. Dr. Pepper Museum's over here. Pretty neat place. Look like a big tourist trap. The silos is the big trap, though. All these people around here on foot are doing the silos thing. All right, folks, we're going to get to watch the car change color in front of our eyes. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see this car has got a rainbow, I guess, underlay? Pretty wild. Looks like an expensive paint job. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. I appreciate it. Just out here hunting for two more homeless people. Two people that I hadn't given a bag of groceries to yet. I think I just seen somebody out in front of the Dr. Pepper Museum. I'm going to go that way. Oh, I see. Yep, I think so. Oh, this is a parking lot. Don't go in there, Shannon. Cherry blacks, brisket. They got breweries. They got barbecue. And this is right close to Baylor College. And so you get a lot of the Baylor kids here. Uh, there's a lot of tourism here in Waco now. A lot more than I ever imagined would be. And I think Magnolia had a huge lot to do with it. Oh, there's a Tesla truck over there. Hopefully nobody's keyed that thing yet. See, we're right in front of Magnolia now, or on the side of it, should I say. This thing is a massive piece of property. I'm not talking a little piece of property. This thing is huge. Yep, this is where we ride around in circles, get around the last little bit. But I don't mind. Get out of the house for a little bit on Sunday, get a little bit of sun, maybe get to meet some interesting people down here. One of these days soon, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to interview some of these homeless people. I'm going to ask them in advance if I can interview them and just ask them how they ended up in this situation, if they don't mind, or maybe ask them questions for money, maybe play a game or something. I don't know. We'll come up with something creative that everybody can get along with. I'd love to come down here and just pass out $5 bills to everybody that was homeless. That would be awesome. Then I'd be afraid I'd get mugged if I started doing that. That's the only downside to that one. Yeah, there's lots of people traffic out here today. Oh, there's some people right there with the buggies. That's who I'm looking for right there. When they push in a buggy, it's very possible they're homeless, but not necessarily. They may just have babies. We're gonna find out. Oh no, I can't. I don't know if I can go through here or not. Wow, this is a tight alley. Bear with me, folks. I'm driving down the bumpy alley. People, well, we got tons and tons of people at all these little coffee bars. If you ever get a chance to come to Waco, I suggest the Dr. Pepper Museum. It is got some cool stuff. Got some very cool stuff there. No doubt about it. No, no more homeless people. We got joggers. We got people with baby strollers. We got tourists in from out of town. Okay, bear with me, folks. It shouldn't take too long to find a couple more people. Maybe I go back down here near underneath the bridge. I'll be able to find that lady. I can't remember her name. I feel kind of bad. I've run into this lady several times and cannot remember her name. Here's Mr. Johnny Five in front of me, just holding down a piece, making sure everybody around the silos is secure. That's what's most important around here. Make sure none of the tourists are attacked. It is a case a lot of times where they have downtown areas where a lot of the attractions are, where people come in from out of town to do their business or go to the sites or eat at the restaurants or whatever it be. And then they're butted right up against the homeless people, which are a lot of times underneath the bridges, living behind the restaurant areas for their own, or near the Salvation Armies and the local shelters and stuff like that. And so it's kind of a congregating place for all types. And I don't think the rich can appreciate it too much. The coffee drinking, blue haired liberals that are usually offended by homeless people, but believe in equality and coexistence and all that stuff. You know the types. Those are the ones that usually thumb their nose up at everybody and really wouldn't help anybody to save their life just because that's who they are. Not to run anybody down, but I know a lot of people do absolutely nothing in this world to help anybody but themselves. That's not doesn't necessarily make them a Democrat, but it definitely does make them kind of a Democrat candidate for sure. I don't find anybody down here underneath the bridge. We're gonna go on down here to the state park, but I believe we will. I found them. I got two that I must have missed earlier. It's perfect. We just run around here and get these guys some digital. It's going. It's going. Yes, sir. I got two bags there. Get you one. Get you one. Last two bags. Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Good for y'all. Good deal. I'm glad he's sharing. That's perfect. That guy had already had a bag, and he's going to try to come back over here and get another bag. And he realized one of the guys didn't get a bag at all, and so he gave it up. That's awesome. I love to see that. That's great. So now I'm all totally done with this adventure. I'm going to pull over up here and chat for a minute with you guys, and we'll close this thing down. I just want to let everybody know I appreciate you coming on the channel. Appreciate you putting up with my bumpy ride and all the things that come along with it. Thumbs up to everybody for joining in more than anything. Um, this is something I do enjoy doing. Didn't know I would enjoy doing it so much. I did look forward to it every Christmas and started building up about a month in advance. And now, because the food comes so fast, um, just as soon as I get it, I put it up. As soon as I get it, I put it up. And by the time a week or two has gone by, I have to do something with it because there's so much to pass out. There's days and weeks that I end up with a complete freezer full of stuff. Says, I forgot my pitch for Trump 2020, 2028. Dang, I'm late. I'm getting ready to drive 30 miles. All right. Thank you, Nancy. I guess somebody doesn't like my Trump hat. Um, I do mostly politics on this channel for anybody that's jumping here for the first time on this live. I do feed the homeless on Sundays and go shopping for them on Saturdays most of the time. But whether you like my politics or not, I do good things as well as bitch about the economy and bitch about the rhinos and um, the lack of ability to get people prosecuted in a hurry from our entire government system, from Congress to the people in charge. Just like everybody is getting frustrated from Rudy Giuliani, General Flynn, myself, anybody on the right that is waiting just for some people to start getting indicted. Maybe it's all going to happen at one time, and they're going to round these people up like cattle and make the ball drop all in one fell swoop. Or maybe they're not going to prosecute anybody at all. But I don't believe, honestly, that they have built this amazing team to build all these amazing cases, investigate these people, expose them for all that they've done, to say, but we're going to give them a pass. I don't believe the Republican Party will ever make it another term if that's the case. And so I don't see that happening. But that's enough about my politics for today. I just want to let y'all know it's mostly a political channel if you don't already know. But I still try to do kind things. I show people how to scrap on my other channel, my DIY scrapper channel. And I try to encourage people to feed people and be kind to your fellow citizen no matter what your situation is, whether you're homeless, hungry, Democrat, Republican. Just be kind to each other. That's my message for the day. And just out here trying to show people through example. It's not hard to do. Like, subscribe, and share, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Over and out. All right, let's figure out how to turn this thing on. Okay, perfect. Later, guys.